Hello!
Unleashed underscore kitty.
Hello, Unleashed.
Said.
Unleashed.
I try to never miss a stream.
Thank you. And I really appreciate it as well. Everybody that comes in and regularly hits the like, comes in, chats to me, says hello. It is really appreciated because, otherwise I'd be sitting here talking to myself. So today I am going to show you something a little bit different from what I normally show, which is normally loads of games. It's a sort of, I don't know whether you call it a travel app, but it's called Brink Traveller, and at the moment there's 12 locations and they're really realistic. The only way I can describe it is if you've played real VR fishing, the quality of the design of the locations and the detail is exactly the same, and they are real life locations. So I think what they've done is scan them, but you've got up and down in it, so when you move it actually goes up and down, it follows the contours. I'm going to shut up now. Shh. I'm wearing headphones.
Unleashed underscore kitty. Said. I'm half watching TikTok while eating Cheetos with gloves on because I don't want to get cheese on my tablet.
But surely you're still getting cheese on your gloves that you're using your tablet with, aren't you?
Watch your step. It's a sheer 1,000-foot drop to the mighty Colorado River below.
Oh.
Horseshoe Bend is a dramatic and iconic example of the American southwestern landscape. The sheer cliff walls were carved over millions of years as the river cut down through ancient sandstone, eventually becoming entrenched and creating the horseshoe shape you see ahead. The river continues this process today on its path towards the Grand Canyon, nearly 60 miles downstream.
It is pretty amazing what they've done. So there's 12 locations at the moment. There are more. There is a little bit of animation. You'll see birds flying. Every so often you'll see bugs passing by you. You get to hear the sound of the wind. You can just about hear the water sort of flowing. There is a boat that I've seen sometimes when I come in here that makes its way round as well. To me it's almost like a relaxation type of app where you come in, you look at the beauty of the land. It is to scale apparently as well. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you that is a long way up, and with the miracle of VR we can levitate over the edge as well and look down, so it's pretty cool. There is interaction on each one, so movement, you can, if you've got a big enough space you could walk around yourself, so you can go for a walk. There is an option where you would just keep at the same level.
I use my right hand to type. Even though I'm left-handed, I use my left hand to get the Cheetos. It's kinda strange the way I do things. I do know how to write/draw with my right hand too.
Well, that's still pretty amazing. I'm definitely left-handed.
Said.
Whoa,
a little worse. Unleashed underscore kitty.
Look at that. That is.
Said. I can make a perfect circle with it though.
That's brilliant. That is amazing skill to have. I'm not that lucky. I don't even think I can do a perfect circle with a left hand. The thing to do is do it in one go and not think about it. That's what I was always taught in art class. So the locations, you can see when you reach the edge, a red line will appear. But I've actually set it up in the settings. There are a few bits so that when you move, you do go up and down a little tiny bit. So it's telling me I'm leaving the area there. But it's another thing I found as well, which I really like. You get a bit of feedback. So when you get to an edge here, the textures do, I have to say, sort of level out a little bit. So when you're looking there, That looks pretty amazing, I have to say. But when you put, I hope you can sort of see that. When I'm putting my hand there, you're getting feedback, and I can't push. I can actually move my hands, and it will make me move forward. But you get feedback, so you feel like you're actually touching the rocks.
I have a panda robe on, even though I have 7 blankets on the couch next to me. SKSKS.
Is it cold there then, Unleashed? Yeah, so if you put you can see that. I can actually feel like that surface. So explore the area a little bit, see how far we can go. But the reason I sort of likened it to real VR fishing is because you can see that up to a certain area has been actually designed in 3D, and I suspect then the backdrop, like real VR fishing, is just built up with photographic images. But it's very cleverly done. You do get on this. You do get a sense of scale, and I do like it. One of the things I do like about VR is experiences like this. And I don't really show enough of them. I think I just constantly show the games, but I do a lot of. I do go into the sort of TV channel on VR and see what new videos there are. I go into Wander quite a bit as well, and go and explore places of the world. But that's like pretty much just like being in Google Earth. But obviously, in VR, you're there. You can sort of look around a location. If you've got good internet, it's pretty good. That is. You can pick up stones.
Unleashed _kitty.
Oh, and drop them.
Said. Yeb cat LMAOOO. I'm playing Minecraft, watching TikTok and the stream while eating Cheetos in a panda robe while taking Spanish lessons on YTBC. I want to study at BC. Why not?
Talk about multitasking. So let's see. How far can I throw that? Oh, quite a way. Oh, no, that was pathetic.
Unleashed
I'm sure I could
kitty.
throw better than that if I was...
Said. Quite the mouthful, but... Unleashed
You're
kitty.
not wrong.
Said.
There we go.
Yeah.
Boom. So it doesn't go very far out. That's a long way down. Yeah, I haven't seen the boat today. Maybe it's gone round. But it looks like a little motorboat. But it gives you a sense of scale. A bit more sense of scale. In each location as well, you have little. It's sort of educational as well. So if you bring your hand round, you'll see a compass appear, and then if you grab the compass with your grip, you'll get points of interest appear, and it gives you little bits of information.
Petroglyphs are a form of ancient rock art created by the original inhabitants of this land by carving away the outer layer of a rock surface. The petroglyphs found in this region were carved by the Anasazi Pobloans. This particular carving is of Kokopelli, a fertility deity who is venerated by some Native American cultures in the southwestern United States.
So you get nice little, and you get free to collect on most of the levels.
Unleashed _kitty. Said. My social angst had led to this monster. I swear my therapy dog is so annoyed she can't eat my Cheetos. BCKCKC.
330-kilometer-long river drains an expansive and arid watershed that encompasses 7 U.S. states and 2 Mexican states before finally meeting the Pacific Ocean in the Gulf of California.
Nice. So that's that location there. And we got one more.
Lake Powell is the second largest man-made reservoir in the United States on the Colorado River in Utah and Arizona. The lake was created by
Unleashed
the flooding of Glen
_kitty.
Canyon by the Glen Canyon Dam in
Said.
1963.
I get scared in public, so she isn't exactly a service dog or somp, but she helps. I consider her dad.
The dam has had an adverse impact on the land.
It's good to have something like that unleashed. The other thing you can do, if you hold your fingers out, you'll get a. You can take photos. Oh. Hang on. So you can take a lovely photo.
Chael Rogers.
Hello, Cho.
Said. Hello.
How are you? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. So let's do it. Oh, I'm good. How are you, Chow? So there we go.
Chael Rogers. Said.
I haven't worked out how to do.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you.
Unleashed_kitty.
I haven't worked out how to do a selfie
I just
yet.
turned Disney Plus on BCBC. I need more to do winking and laughing.
Yeah.
Unleashed_kitty.
Oh, it's gone.
Said. JSJDJFJFJG. Unleashed_kitty. Said.
Let's pick up some.
Wahahas, I'm sorry in advance for doing all of this.
Right, so what should we do? Should we see if we can balance it on the edge? I don't know how good I will be at doing that. There's two more stones.
Unleashed_kitty. Said. Hey BTW.
Oh no! Oh, come on! Oh. Oh no! Bye bye, stone. Oh. I was going to try and see if I could do a stack of them. No such luck. So it looks like that will be a little pond area. You get nice little animations of the wind blowing.
Unleashed_kitty. Said. I just killed a pig, so RIP pig. But I needed food. I was dying like bruh. I haven't set up a farm or anything.
Oh look, is that a big stone? Oh no, I can't pick that up. This would be like my hot tub. I just sit here and admire the view. So can we get up? How far can we get? Yes. King of the world. So that's pretty incredible for a view. It does stutter a little bit, I will say. But the amount of detail is pretty good. And it's quite slow at the movement, but I suspect that's probably done more for people that get motion sickness. You would have seen they can travel, so I've got the 12 locations that we go to. I will say, when you get the app, the 12 locations aren't actually in there. The only one that is Horseshoe Bend, and they range from about 130 megs up to about 500 megs. So Horseshoe Bend, when you download the app, that is what you're getting. And then the other 11, you have to download, and obviously depending on your internet, you can fly through them. But
Unleashed
to be quite
underscore
honest,
kitty
I spent absolute ages
said,
just sitting watching the
I
view.
had this one time at summer camp that my friend had a sandwich for lunch. I had Uncrustables, so we were eating, but then I got sick. Turns out that there was a frickin' bug in my bread. WTF LMAO.
Oh, nice. Not nice. Extra protein. All you do, you point at the location and you can travel. So the actual 12 locations take up about 5.79 gigs, I think, in total.
Welcome to White Pocket, a hidden sandstone oasis in the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument near the Arizona-Utah border. This alien landscape of swoops, spirals, rounded mounds, and sharp cliffs covers nearly 1 square mile of secluded desert wilderness. Getting here is difficult and requires sturdy off-road vehicles. But adventurous visitors are treated to this breathtaking site featuring ancient dinosaur prints and petroglyphs.
I'm going to say that's a giant turd from a dinosaur era.
Unleashed underscore
that's
kitty
become fossilized.
said, BTW, I still haven't found my FNAF cartridge.
Have you not?
Super Dexter Murphy.
Hello, Super Dexter.
Good evening.
How are you? Welcome along to Midlife Does Travel. I hope you're well. On this one, I was a little bit disappointed. I do like, that you can see, but again,
Unleashed underscore kitty
it restricts you
said,
to just moving in this
hey,
location.
smiley face.
But again, if you bring your compass up and grab, and then look
Super
around,
Dexter Murphy said,
you can. There are.
Fine, is this an impressive experience?
I would say it, depending, for me it is, because I've never been to the Grand Canyon or any of these places, and it gives you a sense of scale. The actual detail of it is absolutely fantastic.
Unleashed underscore kitty said, this is like the best we have during COVID. Someone say invented without the N.
Yeah. Invent. I vetted. So, yeah, if you bring up the compass, there are locations and details.
The extraordinary geology at White Pocket is not easily explained.
Unleashed underscore kitty
believe that White Pocket is a
said,
result of soft sediment deformation.
SUS.
Meaning the contortions, twisting, and turning you see here occurred while the sand was saturated by water, before completely turning into rock in the Jurassic period.
So it's sort of part exploration and part... Oh, here we go. And part educational. But what I do... They've actually, you're actually getting feedback. When I put my hands there, you actually are, you're getting haptic feedback from that. So it won't let you, your hand pass through it. So they've done quite a bit of work on it. And that's all over. So everywhere you put your hand, so they must have completely mapped the area.
Unleashed
the
underscore
detail is incredible.
Said, BBFFFFFFF Kaka Kaka MMMMMDMDMDMD. Again, I'm sorry. I felt like I just had a seizure.
Please don't do that, Unleashed. Unleashed. But again, you're limited. You can, if you've got big enough space, you can walk around the rest of it. But it does limit you to each area to quite a small. So what we're doing, we're going back to the bowl. Just check there's. Oh, here you go. Oh, hang on. Go back to the bowl.
Super Dexter Murphy
Go back to Grand Vista.
said, yes. I read about it. They used photogrammetry.
Yes, that was it. I was trying to remember what it was. But it's very well done, I have to say. The 12 locations.
The imprints you see in the ground before you are dinosaur tracks. over 75 million years old. Several thousand footprints have been revealed around this area by the erosion of the sedimentary sandstone. Tracks from Gralator, Otozoum, Batrachopus, and Brasilicnium can all be found here.
Brasilicnium. Let's go and have a look at the dinosaur footprints. Yes, very cool. But if they can do this, imagine a game, you know, an adventure game where you get to explore in this detailed environment. That's what amazes me. If we're at this sort of stage now, so what we're looking at here.
More than 20 species of raptors, including bald eagles and golden eagles, peregrine falcons, and several hawk species, call this region home. The endangered California condor has been reintroduced into this region recently due to its remote location and lack of human habitation.
So that'd be that bird flying around there. Ooh. Let's go
Super
back,
Dexter Murphy
go back to Swell Canyon.
said, "Crash land 2 in this environments would be great."
Oh yeah. So we got another. I don't think we've explored the bowl. Oh, they're right. I'm stuck in a bowl. Out. How far will it let me go? It's not. That's even less. It allows me even less to walk about. So we're just stuck. I just peek my head out. Oh. Can I? No, it won't let me. It won't let me out. I'm trapped. So what we got? Got Grand Vista Swell Canyon. That is. I can imagine. You know. It doesn't replace going to the location in reality. I will say that. I've not been, but because I don't know whether it's because I know I'm in VR, but it's still pretty breathtaking to see structures, natural structures like this, and the enormous size of them. The scale. It's pretty amazing. This so much we still don't know about this planet. Right, so that's the second one done. And it's all different terrain as well. Most of it in this first pack is America or Canada.
At 3,740 meters, Mount Morrison towers over Convict Lake and Owens Valley below, home to some of the oldest rock in the Sierra Nevada. This jagged summit of vibrant stone was formed during the Precambrian era over 500 million years ago. Keep an eye out for the rare formations known as fulgurites, commonly known as fossilized lightning, created by the intense lightning strikes of passing storms.
That is a long way up. Oh, there we go. Reach the edge. See what sort of sometimes you'll see a plane going over. Just Flight of the Concorde. Huge. So desolate. If you want to do a rockery, I could supply you a couple of tons of slate, by the looks of it. Oh, there's a storm going on over there. Look at that. I'm not sure if being up the top of a mountain with the headset on is probably going to be a safe thing. So these are those, what's it, they were on about. Ribbed for her pleasure. What's that? So these are the ones that's rocks that have been hit by lightning. Well, there's a better one there, look.
Super Dexter Murphy said, "Looks like the Alps."
Yeah, it's not though. Oh. But wow, eh? Well, let's see what they've got to say.
In 1877, the world's first known Stegosaurus and Apatosaurus fossils were discovered near Mount Morrison. The majority of these fossils were shipped to the Yale's Peabody Museum of Natural History in New Haven, Connecticut.
What else we got? Anything here? Oh no.
Fulgurites are natural tubes or crusts of glass that sometimes form when lightning discharges into ground and fuses silica sand or rock. They range in size and can be as small as your pinky finger or as large as a tree.
Wow. Imagine something that size, like that, the size of a tree. Oh, I'm levitating. No. There's a lot of stones here. We've got one more to do. We've done that one. We've done that one. Oh, there's one. There we go.
Mount Morrison was named for Robert Morrison during the late 19th century. Morrison was a merchant who was killed near Convict Lake in 1871 while acting as a member of a posse pursuing escaped convicts from the Nevada State Penitentiary. Nearby is Mono Jim Peak, which is named for Mono Jim, a Paiute guide who died in the same gunfight.
The detail is incredible. And like I say, each one of those you touch, you get the feedback, you get the haptic feedback. You just sort of wish you could explore more, but I can understand with the amount of detail they've put in why they'd want to restrict you to areas, you know. But hopefully, as you know, people pick up on this, they're on about doing more packs. So there are 2 more to come, which we can sort of see the little preview of on the menu. Where should we? Let's go to the next one. So, Delicate Arch. Don't know if anybody's been to any of these places. I haven't been to any of them so far. I won't have likely have been either.
Arches National Park is home
Super
to
Dexter
over
Murphy
2,000 stone arches,
said,
the most famous and iconic natural
"I
arch in the
think
world.
you can
Delicate
even
Arch.
throw
Standing
stones."
Oh yeah, you can.
18 meters tall,
You can
with
pick
an
up
opening
stones
measuring
and throw
14
them
by
if you can
10
find
meters.
them.
Delicate Arch is a top attraction for park visitors. On a geologic timescale,
I was trying to
many
make
of
a
these
stack.
arches will only exist for the blink of an eye. As water in time continues to carve away their features, they eventually wear away until their inevitable collapse.
Is that a bird shit on there?
But for now, sites like this remain a proud symbol of the American West.
See, this has got a slightly larger area to explore. If that was eroded by water, That's a lot of water to have come up from this sort of height. Did she say it was something like 14 by 10 metres? What's that over there? Is it birds? Or somebody flying a kite? Oh, it's two birds. So,
This territory used to be a ceremonial area for indigenous people who lived and farmed in the Moab Valley. Moab is the only major crossing of the Colorado River for hundreds of miles.
Super Dexter Murphy
So this area saw considerable
said,
travel and trade.
"How
creating a
realistic
hallmark
does it
feature
look?
For all the tribes in the region.
1 to 10.
I would say you're on an 8 to 9. The textures, I would love to see this. Somebody see this on a PC VR, because I think the textures would be even better. I've not seen anything like this on a Quest headset. When you look at that, if I took a photo of that and sent it to my friends, you would think that is that I've actually been there, wouldn't you? Because the scale of it is right, the proportions are right, the detail on them are right. It's just when you get close up, you suddenly realise that, you know, like that isn't it's not pixelated, but if you get my drift, the sort of textures of it don't ruin the illusion. But you see, somebody's been walking here. Was that Homo sapien in his Nikes? I wonder. Yeah, so if you look at that, I mean, I've never seen anything like that in VR. Never. I've not got a PC, so I've got nothing to really compare it
Chael
to.
Rogers
But what I've seen on Quest,
said,
no, nothing like it.
IGTG.
Okay, Chael. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I've not seen anything like this.
In the
Super Dexter
1950s,
Murphy
the National Park Service
said,
investigated the possibility of applying
"For a
clear
game,
plastic
it would be
coating to delicate
awesome."
arch
Yeah.
to protect it from further erosion and eventual destruction. The misguided idea was ultimately abandoned as impractical and contrary to NPS principles, since the Park Service allows natural geologic processes to remain unimpeded.
So they were going to cover it in a plastic coating to try and protect it. That's pretty extreme, isn't it? Yeah, there's no run. That's as quick as you can go. So if you see, you pull on the trigger. It is, wow, that is still, even this close, is still really well detailed. It's the floor bits that don't. But yeah, if somebody could enhance this into a game, an adventure, exploration, then wow. It gives you an idea of where VR could go. I think this is the thing. All these, these sort of apps that you get in, as well as the games, they're all little glimpses, little windows into where VR's going. And it may take 10 years, but in 10 years, imagine that you could start here and you could walk over there somewhere in this sort of detail. It blows my mind, really, how far we've come. Red Dead Redemption, eh? I think we've done all 3 areas now. We did that one, and we did that one. Yep, so we've done all 3 here. Who cuts the grass up there? Alabama Hills. So it gives you little bits of information as well.
Super Dexter Murphy
So you can see.
said, even in a wave shooter, this would be a blast.
Yeah. As long as they didn't do silly things like spiders or something, you know, like pixelated spiders. So, yeah, what I should have explained is that not only do you get a little bit of information about the area you're going to, but these areas here, this tells you that this next one we're going to has got 2 spots to go to, so you can teleport between 2 areas within it. And there's 3 of those points of interest as well. So each one will tell you. So we know that White Pocket had 3 spots to go to. That only had 1. But I would love to see them map like the whole of the Grand Canyon, and for you to be able to pick a point on the map and go to it. I would love them to do that. But I can't even begin to imagine how much work that would be to map it. Because that'd be years.
The rounded rocks and eroded hills you're standing on are the iconic Alabama Hills of eastern California. The Sierra Nevada Mountains lay to the west, and the Inyo Mountains to the east, both formed by the same tectonic uplift 100 million years ago. From here, you can also see the summit of Mount Whitney, the highest mountain in the contiguous United States, at 4,420 meters. You might recognize this valley and its surroundings already. It's long been a favorite canvas for Hollywood westerns and has been the backdrop for nearly 150 films.
Wow. There you go. Okay, now how incredible is this? I know my missus would love this. I just, you know, you're sort of confined to this area, this little play area. But we've got another location. Let's see if we can find it. Where's it gonna? Is it?
The Alabama Hills of California is named after a Confederate warship deployed during the American Civil War. When news of the ship's exploits reached certain Confederate sympathetic prospectors in California, they named their mining claims after the ship. Eventually, the name applied to the entire range. Nowadays, many believe that the land deserves a new name, decided upon by the valley's ancestral stewards, the Lone Pine Paiute Shoshone tribe.
There you go. Things are always, normally in Brazil, lots of things are named after saints out there because they're very, very religious. So it'd be the same all around the world. Oh, here we go. We can go and have a wander down there. Go a bit further down. Hello.
Simone Wilson
Hello, Simone.
said, hi.
How are you? Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, I'm being stalked. What's going on here? They're not saying much. It's the birds. That looks like a dinosaur's head. Wow. See, it looks quite green and lush down there. So we were right up there somewhere, were we? I'm guessing. There's a road down there. Look. Is that their roundabout system? Did you say something, bird? Whoop. Go down.
Super Dexter Murphy said, you an animal. That's cool. Simone Wilson said, not good. For some reason, when I'm playing my games, I'm in mid-air.
Oh, are you? How'd you do that? I've managed to sneak through a little gap. They can't.
Simone Wilson
They can't restrain me.
said, I don't know how to fix it.
So if that sounds like your guardians up the creek. Here we go. Hello, birdie. I'm coming to see you. Can I get near him? Hello? Hello? Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I scared myself. I just... Hello? Hello? Oh, see, they let me down there. You don't get any response from the bird. No feedback from the birdie. It's not frightened of me. Maybe I'm a ghost. Ooh, that's why you've got see-through hands. I am the phantom midlife. Can we go and... How about you? We sneak up behind... No, we can't. The red line is keeping me away. Sneak through there. Again, that's superbly detailed. It's not going to let me go down there, is it? Too far? Oh, it's letting me go quite a way. Hey? I thought I broke it then. So you can travel quite a distance on this one as well. But yeah, that is it's very tactile.
Simone Wilson,
I would say,
said, this looks really nice.
Yeah, it's, if you're into travel and you're into sort of geographic exploration, I think you're going to absolutely love this because it's hard to explain.
Have you tried the free home environment yet?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Whoa, going down. Back up again. There's feathers. Is that feathers down there? See, that texture's there's a little bit weird. So every so often the textures sort of let you down on this bit here. It's a bit blurry. Then you've got something like that as well. But the majority of the time, it's incredible. I still think it's amazing that the way this has been mapped and the way that they've recreated it. And I bet if you went, should we get a picture of you?
Super Dexter Murphy.
No.
Said, this would be a scond reason to buy this.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a decent shot. So you can move it about to perfect it. So let's go with that. And then it gets saved in there. That is incredible. Right, we've still got other areas to have a look at. So I don't think, actually I've not done that.
Since the early 1920s, hundreds of movies and television shows have been filmed in this valley. Some of our favorites include Iron Man, Django Unchained, Star Trek, The Lone Ranger, and Bonanza.
Iron Man and Bonanza. Or was that The Lone Ranger? Who knows? Right. Here we go. There's nothing else. Bye, birds. Take care. What haven't we done that? We've got nothing else. Fine. Oh no, there we go.
Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States and the Sierra Nevada, with an elevation of 4,421 meters. The west slope of the mountain is in Sequoia National Park, and the summit is in the southern terminus of the John Muir Trail, which runs 341 kilometers from Happy Isles in Yosemite Valley.
So I would love that they we're able to show you. So if I clicked on over there, we could go over there, we could go over to there, over to that side. You know, if they could do like 8 or 9 different locations on each one, make the area slightly larger, that would be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm always going to want more. That's the problem, no matter what. We're going to go over there now. So there you go, we're going over to Mount Whitney.
Simone Wilson.
I always want more. I'm greedy.
True midlife.
Give me more. Gimme. Here we go.
You're standing on the remnants of a melted glacier, exposed granite, left behind in the last ice age. The cliff walls around you were carved out of the granite bedrock of the Sierra Nevada by a moving sea of ice, spilling down from the highest mountain in the contiguous United States, Mount Whitney. When climbing Mount Whitney on this route, this would be your first glimpse of the summit, after having climbed out of a basin
Simone Wilson
through a band of cliffs.
Said. How many locations in total?
At the moment, there's 12. You get the 12 that I'm showing you. There's 2 more, which they're obviously finishing the mapping on, I would say. And it's going to come. And they're just planning on continually adding to it. Whether it'll be locations that you buy, I don't know, because this is $7.99 at the moment, and you're getting the 12 locations.
Simone Wilson said. Not bad.
No,
Super Dexter Murphy
I think
said.
The amount of
A YouTube player would be nice.
Yeah, so you can listen to rock. I can't actually do like a rock symbol. So this tells you what I've done. So I have actually done all this before. Then you can go to your pictures. You can see all the lovely photos I've been taking. You can save those, you can take them out, you can delete, replace them with others. There was first time I came in here, there was a plane flying over. So you always spot something different. This time I'm noticing there's 3 birds over there. Right, shall we see what's it got in store for us?
Simone Wilson said.
Owens
like
Valley,
a scrapbook.
also known
Yeah.
by its native
Super
name
Dexter
of
Murphy
Hunadu, lies between
said.
the Sierra Nevada and Inyo Mountains
Just
in eastern
sit
California.
there and
The
watch.
Sierras
Yeah.
to the west reach
I did, on the Grand Canyon, I
4,421
did.
meters in elevation, while the floor of the valley averages 1,200 meters, making it the deepest valley in the United States.
1,200
the bed
meters.
Of Owens Lake,
So
now
that's over a
predominantly
mile
dry
deep.
flat, sits on the southern end of the valley.
That doesn't bear thinking about, does it? So that's a mile deep down there. That's a long way to go. What else have we done? What is there? We've done that. Have we done that? We haven't done that one, I don't think.
Pinnacle Ridge is an arête, a sharp granite spine formed by the removal of rock
Yes,
by
there.
glacier advance, separating 2 glacial cirques. Over time, these narrow ridge lines are eroded by freeze-thaw cycles and mass wasting, creating crumbling edifices that wear down over tens of thousands of years.
So that's Mount Whitney. So yeah, you've got the 12. So what I was saying at the beginning of the video, when you start, the only thing that when you download initially is Horseshoe Bend, and then each of these you then download, so you'll click on it and it will tell you like 250 megabytes, and then you'll see it downloading. So what I was doing, I was exploring each one while the other one was downloading, and I actually got to about 5 downloaded, and the first time I
Super
came
Dexter
in,
Murphy
I was still sitting at
said.
Horseshoe Bend.
I watch live streams and reel fishing very often.
Yeah, I
It's
love
so
real.
great, toss it, fish and watch YouTube.
I love I love real VR fishing. I think it's brilliant. So the wave go to now, and it's got one spot again and the 3 points of view, and it tells you they're 139 megs. So this was, I think, one of the quickest to download. But again,
You're standing on one of the most unique and breathtaking rock formations in the world. Located in the Arizona desert wilderness, the Wave is renowned among hikers and photographers for its colorful, undulating forms and dangerous hike through unmarked terrain to reach the site. The patterned walls around you are made from layers of petrified Navajo sandstone, which date back to the Jurassic period. Slow erosion by
don't like that
water
one.
and wind over millions of years exposed these layers
Simone
to create
Wilson
the shapes that give this
said,
iconic site its name.
Wow, nice.
get the sun in there.
Simone Wilson said, I like this one.
Yeah, it's incredible, the size. That's what I like about it. You get a real sense of the scale. Not just the visuals of it.
Super Dexter Murphy said, fishing sucks at Grand Canyon, but YouTube would be cool.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm sure there's one. I thought there was one here. You go for a little paddle. I bet there's loads of mosquitoes in this. That's as far as we can get. I want to know what that's there. That is there. Well, let me get there. Climb up. Let's go up. Excuse me. I must have hay fever. It's these bloody grasses. See, that's how realistic it is. It's giving me hay fever. Here we go. Oh, what's happened there? Hey, that's a first. It's not letting me walk up.
Simone Wilson said,
Perhaps
bless you midlife, LOL.
Thank you.
Super Dexter Murphy said, I will put this on my sale list.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it. I do love it. I don't know, I'm saying, oh, I want more, but that's me being greedy. But I absolutely love it. I spent a whole evening going through, downloading, and just exploring, and seeing how far I could go before I broke it. But yeah, on my hands, you can see there that that's how tactile it is. You can move about quite a bit in this one. Right, so let's see. Where are we looking? Oh, there they are.
The Wave consists of intersecting U-shaped troughs that have been eroded into Navajo sandstone
Simone
in the
Wilson
Jurassic Age.
said,
Initially, infrequent
does it take
runoff
long to
eroded
download?
these troughs along joints within the sandstone. But the troughs are
It-
now almost
They
exclusively
vary.
eroded
Each
by wind.
the initial game, or I'm calling it a game. The initial app, I think, was 450 megs. So each area varies in size. I can show you once we've done this. I'll show you on the thing. So the whole in total, it's about 5.7 gigs.
There are 4 trailheads which provide access to Pariah Canyon and the Wave. However, in an effort to maintain the natural integrity of the region, there are no formal trails or signage to guide hikers to the Wave from any of the trailheads. Coyote Butte's North permits are only available through a highly restricted lottery. Very few people get to see this.
There you go. We're
incredible
honoured
place.
because we've got to see this.
An ideal time to photograph the wave is the few hours around midday, when there are no shadows in the center. Although early morning and late afternoon shadows can make for dramatic photos. After a rainstorm, numerous pools form, which can contain hundreds of tadpole shrimp. These pools can remain present for several days.
Let's go and see if we can take a photo of that then. We can go a bit quicker. Not a lot. Not a lot, but a little bit. It is pretty dramatic.
Super Dexter
You
Murphy
think that Walter's created
said,
this at some stage?
"The layers look so surreal."
Yeah. It does. That's the incredible thing. Midlife's album. On to the next. So we got Crystal Crag. So we've only done, what are we on? So that's what I was saying to you. So this area is 475 megabytes to download. So each one you'll see comes up. That was 134, 334. So they don't take a massive amount of time to download, and the first time you do find yourself exploring quite a bit. So if you click on like each one, they queue up and start downloading. You will find if you start from one point to another.
Near the town of Mammoth Lakes, California,
Oh, wow.
Crystal Crag rises above a pristine alpine lake basin adjacent to Mammoth Mountain.
Super Dexter Murphy
Situated in the heart of the Sierra
said,
Nevada range on the southwestern
"Virtual
corner of the
Crystal
Long Valley
Crag
caldera,
sounds nice."
This region was shaped by volcanic forces and carved by the passing of glaciers. A favorite.
Oh,
of
look,
rock
there's
climbers,
Bad
the mountain
Pixel.
is named after a large crystal
Oh
dike on the
no,
North
I
Ridge,
found one.
referred to as the Crystal Pitch, a unique and bizarre technical climbing section just below the summit.
Oh, storm coming once again up the top of a hill. So I probably wasn't meant to see that, but you can see it down there. There's a section. Yeah, the section there. Look, I've not noticed that previously. So I wonder if they've managed to sort it out. So there we go. We're at the edge. I like that it goes up and down as well when you're walking. So there you go. So those, I'm probably not meant to come to here because look.
Super Dexter Murphy
I've found your
said,
secret. How far you
"This
go?
look high."
This it does look high. It is blooming high. Look at that. I think we're going to go over there if I remember right. Let's go back to the sidewalk. That's a sidewalk. What sort of sidewalk is this? Oh, I think there's something. There you go.
Throughout the Mammoth Lakes area, many basaltic cinder cone volcanoes still exist. High concentrations of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide seep from beneath the volcano. The gas is killing trees on the mountain and may pose danger to people. Even inside the resort, sometimes you can see gas escaping from fissures and smell the sulfur that simmers in the active depths below.
Nice. And I just thought it was my bottom. Simmering from below. We've got anything else to see here? No, let's
CIM
Oh, there's a tree there. CIM! Hello!
"Good evening."
How are you doing, sir? Or madam? Bit of rock climbing. Imagine being able to do Mount Everest or something. So there's the textures gone. That's weird. I wonder if they've done an update, because I hadn't noticed that before. Let's go up. So, what other... Got anything there? Got that. Oh, there you go.
The area of Mammoth Lakes is dotted with alpine lakes left behind as glaciers retreated. Fiery explosions of volcanic activity formed this place, which was then shaped by the pulverizing advance of ice sheets for thousands of years more. What we see today is quite peaceful in comparison. Innumerable lakes lay in the remnants of glacial cirques, and moraines and steep ridges produce complex topography patterns.
They do indeed. Topography. Word of the day.
Super Dexter Murphy said, "You are just on Crystal Crag, grinning face with sweat."
At 3,369 meters, Mammoth Mountain was formed by a series of lava dome eruptions over 50,000 years ago. It is still considered by the USGS to have moderate eruption threat potential. Despite this fiery risk, Mammoth Mountain is one of the most popular ski areas in the state
That's
of
because they're
California.
crazy. People skiing down a volcano. Of course. That. Oh. And here's a storm over there. I wonder if it's this quiet. If you visit somewhere and climb like this, if it's this actually this quiet. I can imagine there'd be more of a sound of wind blowing. It wouldn't be this calm. So Antelope Canyon. We've got about 4 or 5 more to go.
Unleashed_kitty said, S.
You can hear me walking. Now look at this.
Slot canyons are a marvel of the natural world, and Antelope Canyon may be the most breathtaking of them all. Artists and travelers from all over the world
Poke my head
journey
round
to
there,
the
but I
Navajo
can't
Nation
get
in
round there.
Arizona to experience these twisting canyons of sculpted Navajo sandstone. The sheer walls around you were formed by swift currents of rainwater, which cut
That's
deeper
what I
and
like.
deeper into
I
the
can
earth with each passing
put
storm.
my hand
Flash floods
both
can pose
sides
an
like
immense
that.
danger to hikers in these canyons, but luckily, we don't have to worry about that now.
I call that the nostril. Up the nostril shot. Look at that. I don't even want to say what that looks like. I'll call that the earlobe. Oh, no, I've moved it. I've got the perfect shot and ruined it. And again. Stop it! Right, I'm sure we get to go to a different location. Here we go.
CIM said, "Good thing you didn't turn it the other way around."
Nearly 50,000 wild horses reside on the Navajo Nation's 18 million acre reservation, spanning Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Here, the remains of a horse pelvis can be seen. While we can't be certain what events led to its demise, it serves as a harsh reminder of the difficult struggle for life in the desert wilderness.
I want to know how the horse got down the ladder. That's a little bit worrying. No, we don't want to go back yet. Is there anything else to see? Oh yeah, look.
The same rainwaters that formed these canyons can pose a fatal danger to unsuspecting adventurers. Flash floods can occur with little to no warning from storms miles upstream. Always remember to check weather forecasts before venturing into any canyon susceptible to flooding. Hikers should not enter a slot canyon if there is any sign of rain in the surrounding area.
Do not enter a slot canyon. Very artistic. Jeez. Oh, no, we don't want to go there.
A slot canyon is a long, narrow, and deep channel of sheer rock walls, typically created from eroded sandstone. Some slot canyons can measure less than a meter across, but drop more than 30 meters deep to the floor of the canyon. Southern Utah has the densest population of slot canyons in the world, with more than 1,000 canyons. You can also find them in places like Jordan, Egypt, and Australia, among others.
I find it really interesting to listen to. I wish I could go down there. See, I bet if I had enough room, I could go for a wander down there and see how far they'd mapped. Maybe that's what I need. I need to go and find a football pitch and just turn the Guardian off and then go for a walk and then see how far you can actually go. Because I'm sort of poking my head around there. Certainly be interesting. How many more? So we got 3 more to do. So yes, you've got Lone Pine Peak to come and Corona Arch to come, and then they're saying many more. So they've got plans in place, and I can imagine if they went out to these locations, they would have mapped more areas. And it's the sort of app that it could be endless. Where would you end? You could have like 1,000 different locations.
Simone Wilson said, on the BBC News today, they mentioned that VR is used in many hospices to help patients tick off their bucket lists, such as visiting or revisiting places they love.
Yeah.
VR improves well-being.
Famously known as one of the hottest places in the
Yeah,
world.
I've
Simone Wilson
revisited places in Wonder
said,
quite a bit.
The story was so touching.
Yeah,
that
it's amazing
basaltic
what
lava
VR
and
can do.
shattered
It's not just
sandstone
about
high
the
above
games.
surrounding landscape.
Oh,
The resulting debris field covers an area of about 24 square kilometers.
I'm escaping. I've escaped. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I'd escaped. Hello, birds. It's like the moon's surface or something.
Super Dexter Murphy said, very great use of VR.
Yeah.
Simone
Yeah,
Wilson
it's a nice change.
The hike around the rim of
said,
the crater is 2.5
I agree.
kilometers long and takes most people about an hour to complete. It is often a very hot and windy walk, and when you hike it, you're exposed to the elements. It's just a small sample of the scale of inhospitality and violent forces that produced the Death Valley region.
Nobody likes exposing themselves to elephants. I don't suppose the elephants
Super
like
Dexter
it.
Murphy said, I'm so
Black
glad
and
I
white
had
phreatomagmatic
VR on my bucket
deposits
list.
created by the interaction between magma and water form alternating layers of dark and light sediment around the crater rim. Geologic forces then warped this layer, creating beautiful undulating waves as the upper rim of the crater rises and falls in elevation.
Yeah, I don't know where, gaming-wise, I don't know where I'd be now if VR hadn't come along when it came along. I don't think I'd be playing games now. I don't think I'd be interested at all, because I hadn't played much in the way of games except Horizon, and I didn't even play GTA. Didn't really get into that last one either. I kept starting it and putting it back down again. Have we done all three here? Have we done that? Sorry. Yeah, I
Simone Wilson
I don't think I'd be playing games.
said, I love my VR.
Powerful debris flows of mud, boulders, and watershed within the perimeter of Ubehebe have created triangular alluvial fans and have exposed many layers of yellow and orange metasedimentary rock, a sandstone and calcite conglomerate
Super Dexter
interspersed with
Murphy
volcanic rock. Can
said,
you see them? Alluvial
I
fans can be
hadn't
found
played
where canyons
seriously
drain from the
for
mountains
5
to the valley
years.
floor.
No, I think I was probably about 2 years of not playing anything, and it had become a Blu-ray player or a Netflix player, and it was just sitting there. And then obviously PSVR came along, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. But I tried the cardboard cutouts, and that did more harm to me, in my
Super
opinion,
Dexter
of
Murphy
VR gaming than
said,
good.
I was all about FPV drones, but
Yeah.
VR got me back into gaming.
Yeah, I
CIM
messed about with drones, but
said,
nothing serious.
Ubehebe gives me the hebejbees.
EBGBs. And we're going the south of Death Valley. Look at that.
Welcome to the Devil's Golf Course. You won't find any country clubs
You
here.
won't find the golf
This
balls
large
either.
salt flat, sprawling approximately 6 square kilometers in Death Valley, near Badwater Basin. Aptly named after a small pool of water with high concentration of salt. Halite salt crystal formations, some as much as a meter
Super Dexter
high,
Murphy
protrude from the valley floor.
said,
The salt bed
it
extends as
seems
much as
I'm
300
searching
meters
for
below the
immersion.
surface.
Yeah, I think everybody was. I think, PlayStation 5
CIM
seems to have got people excited
said,
again.
Google Cardboard was so pointless.
Yeah,
Really don't get why they wasted so much time on that.
no, it really, like the roller coaster thing. I even had somebody, we tried the old sit in a chair with a fan on your face, rocking it backwards and forwards with emotions and things. There's another cat out there. Look at that. There's a little glitch there as well. They're not going to appreciate me doing this.
Simone Wilson
But yeah,
said, LOL.
But imagine, what we've got to say is with those lots of people that were working on that are still in VR, and it's experiences like this. Look at that. Got a red dot there. What the hell's that? I have no idea. It's like a compass point, but it's not. Here we go. It's got 1, 2. Where's the third one? We've not got a third one. We only got 2 on this one. Oh well.
The basin that comprises current-day Death Valley, from north of Furnace Creek to south of Badwater Basin, was at one time underwater. Long ago, in the late Pleistocene, fluvial lakes filled Death Valley, Panamint Valley, and Owens Valley. During rare times of heavy precipitation, this area can temporarily flood, creating a short-lived lake that covers the valley floor.
Can you imagine this underwater? Saltwater bath.
Well known for being the lowest point in North America at 85 meters below sea level, Death Valley is surrounded by large mountain ranges. The Panamint
Super
Range
Dexter
to the
Murphy
east is home to Telescope Peak,
said,
standing at 3,365 meters.
"It's
To the
getting
west, the
forward
Amargosa
in
Range and
VR.
Funeral Mountains
Yeah.
rise
I
up to
hope
enclose the valley.
PlayStation VR 2 will bring a jump."
I think it will. I think that they've looked at what Oculus Quest has done. And no, they can't do wireless, which is a shame, but I can understand why they wouldn't, because I think you'd be splitting the market again, because you know it's not attached to the system. So, and also how would that work? In other words, if it became a standalone headset, why don't they just go full on and do a standalone headset? I think they would want to use that market. Oh, I assume that they are now. They're pointers where the things are, so that's something else. Yeah, so I would say that you know, that's one of the reasons why they've probably gone with tethered. They can probably make the headset lighter, because you're only going to have the cameras and all the information's going to be coming through from the PS5 again, and it's only the screen and the cameras that is going to need to work. So I think it'll be a lot lighter. I don't think there was much wrong with the comfort. The Halo on the PSVR is still one of the best
Super Dexter Murphy
that I've experienced.
said, "I want a full PS5 power."
I don't think so. I can't see it. It's going to be a step up, but you're not going to experience anything like this in a game. You'll be able to experience, because the screen still on the PlayStation is pretty good. The PSVR was so far ahead of its time that it was almost too much. And when you see some of the games that's on there, it shows you the potential. And if they can make that jump, like what the PS1 and the PS2 were, and the PS2 to the PS3, I think those jumps in technology were incredible. From PS3 to PS4, the visuals and things like that, but the size of games that PS3 could handle, it was just the detail
Super
in it.
Dexter Murphy
The gameplay was no different.
said, "Half PS5. Wispozo
I don't.
said,
I haven't got PS5.
"The PSVR 2 will become wireless in its lifetime."
Do you think?
Super Dexter Murphy,
You think it'll be able to
Said.
unplug?
"So at least PS4.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed, I can't do it in VR, but I could with finger tracking. I'm hoping that, yes, we're getting closer to like PS4, but I think it'll be more like PS3 to PS4, whereas we've had PS2, PS3, sort of visuals at the moment, the next step up. But you're already looking, we're a year into the PS5 now. And when did PSVR come out? It came out, 4 years? Is it 4 years into the PS4?
CIM said, "A cable has a lot of benefits though. No battery to charge.
Yep.
No dodgy wireless give
Yep.
people bad experiences,
Yeah.
etc."
And we know the tracking is the biggest thing for them. And looking at the controllers that they've shown, which look a sort of cross between the Vive ones and the Quest ones, I think that's going to work. So the inside-out tracking is going to be brilliant. If they can keep the clarity of the screen on the PSVR 2 up to the next level, that's going to be a big plus. It'll be how developers utilise it and what they can do with it. That'll be, and how how difficult it is to program on it. That'll be the thing, because in the past the PlayStation hasn't been the easiest things to program, because you could look at things like Half-Life Alyx, and wouldn't it be brilliant if they just went, you can pretty much port that
Super Dexter
straight
Murphy
across to the PlayStation.
said PlayStation VR was PS3 graphics with a lot of experiments and gameplay and controls.
Yeah. I would
PlayStation VR 2 will be so much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've no doubt that Sony won't make a mistake. They know Quest has got nearly 2 years ahead of them, I would say, in what they're doing. PSVR went so far, and then it's like it's stuttered along now, and we're getting the odd, experience on it at the moment. Maybe one every 3 months. And whereas Quest is getting absolutely everything from, there's got the side quest, which is a great experimentation. And you get developers that you get to meet that are, independents that are just looking to experiment a lot more. And then you get the big AAAs that are doing things like Saints and Sinners After the Fall, and all those sort of games that that we really want to play, which are going to be top notch. I've been here for a while, so let's go to Iceland. This is another one of my favourites. I'd love to visit Iceland, except for the cold and the wet.
Iceland is a country of immense
Look at the scale.
beauty, and Hauifoss serves as a spectacular testament to that. Situated near the volcano Hekla in southern Iceland, Hauifoss has a 120-meter drop, making it the 4th highest waterfall of the island, after Morsarfoss, Glimmer, and Hengifoss. Grani, the neighboring waterfall to the right, and
this
the
one
smaller
here
surrounding waterfalls are all part
CIM
of the River Fossa, the
said
longest river in Iceland.
Iceland is on my bucket
originating
list
from
for
the
sure.
many
Yeah.
glaciers near the
Beautiful
center
looking
of the
country.
It does.
Wispozo said
Hello, Esposo.
can't wait for Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky on the PSVR 2.
Yeah, do you think that's going to happen? I just think they're just going to constantly evolve No Man's Sky. It's already like 2.5 to what it was. I played it, when it was just a flat screen game, and played it for hours. And then when it got to VR, I just couldn't, because I wouldn't be doing anything else. I would just be playing. I'd still be doing it now. But yeah, there's another one. Imagine No Man's Sky with this sort of visuals, where you land on a planet and you got to explore this. I'd love to jump off with a jetpack. Let's see. Going for a little walk right on the edge. Oh, that's a long way
CIM
down.
said there's no way they'd ever make a VR version of Cyberpunk. They can barely make the pancake version run.
Yeah,
Face with tongue. Super Dexter Murphy said
These distinctive columns
400
of stone
hours
made from a volcanic rock
NMS.
called
Oh
basalt.
man.
Basalt is a dark
Yeah.
gray rock, which
I reckon
sometimes
I was
has
only
the
at
unique
50 or
columnar
60.
structure seen here, formed by solidification of magma. Basalt is the most common volcanic rock type on Earth, and makes up over 90% of the island of Iceland itself.
Yeah, I
Super
would.
Dexter Murphy said I got 12 bases and 2 amusement parks.
An exploration of Iceland isn't complete without visiting one or several of the country's incredible waterfalls.
See, I haven't been back
While
in
most
since
of
they
Iceland's waterfalls
allowed
are
you
fed
to
by
do the
glaciers and
bases.
springs throughout the island. The island itself also receives a large amount of rainfall in the summer months and snowfall during the cold Arctic winters. Iceland is also home to one of Europe's most powerful waterfalls, Dettifoss.
Dettifoss. So that's Dettifoss. So yeah, I couldn't. The animations are pretty amazing. You can see the water flowing. It looks like it's flying uphill there. Just an
Howie
optical
Cats
illusion. Hello, Helly
said,
Cats.
Would be nice to hang glide.
Yeah, just run off there.
Resposo
Woo.
said, No Man's Sky already has a next-gen patch. It just doesn't work on the PSVR 1. It will on number 2.
Yep. What else we got? We've done that. Did the waterfall. We haven't done that. That's the one.
Iceland is among the most volcanically active places in the world, with roughly one eruption every 5 years. Volcanic activity is a fact of life in Iceland, where people have learned to live with both its drawbacks and considerable advantages, such as geothermal energy and dramatic natural beauty.
There was that in Europe when it erupted. We got all the ash in the UK. The wind blew it all across, and you got volcanic ash. It's incredible, wasn't it? That it would travel that far. But yeah, we got the volcanic ash on our cars and all up our houses and all over, like a light covering. And it stopped all the planes flying. Just got taken up in the atmosphere, and it stopped flight for a bit. There's the wrong sort of ash
CIM
for aircraft.
said, Dramatic natural beauty? Depends on how close you are to it, I guess.
Yeah, again, I would still say when you look at it like that, that is really well detailed. We have seen, because I've been sort of exploring the outer edges, where it actually does let itself down a little bit, but I have to say I'm really impressed. So there you'll see like the textures there blur a little bit where the moss is and things like that, but I keep saying one of the things is you can go anywhere and touch
Howie
that
Cats
and you get feedback.
said,
You're getting haptic feedback.
Be nice to be able to hike with friends.
Yeah, imagine meeting friends here, so you can touch that and you get haptic feedback, so you can't feel like you're pushing through it. It's brilliant. I think it's a really clever use of VR. If people like travelling
said,
and exploring
Imagine
the world.
if you could play pool with friends in here.
Yeah.
Grinning face.
Have a picnic, play some music. That's what Super Dexter was saying. If you could do, like, have a look at YouTube or something like that, then that would be pretty amazing. Whoa, look at that. Hanging over the edge.
Super Dexter Murphy said, Throw more rocks, please.
I can't find any here. I can't pick them up. They've stopped. What I will do, because I don't know if you were here at the beginning, I'm going to go back to the very first one. So what it says at the...
Our world is filled with amazing places to discover. We're working hard to prepare more locations for you to explore. Check back regularly for new updates.
So I'm not sure when those next ones are going to come. But I don't think you were here at the beginning, so I'll go back to the first one, which really does give you a sense of scale.
Watch your step.
There's the boat.
It's a sheer 1,000-foot drop to the mighty Colorado River below.
Whoa!
Horseshoe Bend is a dramatic and iconic example of the American southwestern landscape. The sheer cliff walls were carved over millions of years as the river cut down through ancient sandstone, eventually becoming entrenched and creating the horseshoe shape you see ahead.
Levitating.
The river continues this process today on its path towards the Grand Canyon.
Super Dexter
nearly
Murphy
60 miles downstream.
said, I love physics in VR.
Yeah. So there you go. So there's a boat animation that goes past. Sometimes you get an aircraft flying over. You've got birds flying about. You'll hear like bugs and things flying, the wind blowing. Here we go. This is for you, Super Dexter.
Scottish Gamer VR
Hello, Scottish.
said, "Good evening, midlife, everyone in chat."
How are we? Congratulations on your little present today.
CIM
I am impressed.
said, "Evening, Scottish."
Oh, that was rubbish.
Super Dexter Murphy,
Threw like a 5-year-old there.
"Hi, Scottish clinking beer mugs."
Here we go.
Scottish Gamer
Ah,
VR
damn it.
said, "Good, my man, smiling face with smiling eyes."
You're a lucky man.
Simone Wilson said, "Hi, Scottish slightly smiling face." Howie Katz said,
Here we go. Underarm.
"Cheers, Scottish."
Whoa.
Scottish Gamer VR said, "Hi at CIM at Super."
Woohoo. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. No.
Scottish Gamer VR said, "Hi, Simone. Hi, Howie."
That's a long way down. So the boat's coming round. We can go and sit on the edge and watch the boat, listen to the sound. But you're right, I suppose, if you had a little bit of music, the atmosphere, ruin it for people, for tourists, and you're playing out your Foo Fighters. But the
CIM
detail of it is incredible.
said, "Wait, the boat's actually moving?"
Yeah, see it?
Super Dexter Murphy,
It's actually animated.
said,
It goes all the way round.
"I think I will buy this."
At $7.99, if they're going to keep adding to it, and you get to visit loads of different places, the sense of scale is incredible. I can imagine that I could turn up at this spot, exact spot, and it would, apart from the you don't feel in any danger, obviously, in VR, because you can push the limits and things like that. And I don't know how brave I would be sitting on the edge like this in real
Simone
life.
Wilson said, "Same Super Dexter Murphy."
But it is fantastic, and it shows you a brilliant alternative use other than just playing games, and it's therapeutic as well. You can come here, and like I say, I had actually loaded up about half of the pack by the time I'd finished watching the boat. I actually sat and watched the boat go all the way round, and just looking around to see what other animations would happen. And it's still pretty amazing, even close up. That's still really nicely detailed. I know Boomph did a video early on, maybe 2 weeks ago, and he said it was probably one of the most beautiful experiences he had in
Wisposo
VR. And he's
said,
not far wrong.
"Can you make a video on Replica VR? It's good for a laugh and is a sign of things to come."
Oh, I've not
Simone Wilson
not tried that.
said, "Yes, midlife, especially for me after work."
Yeah, you come in, you take your photo, save it in your album, stick it in your family album. Just sit and watch. It's stunning. And you get the animations of the plants and things. You just take it for granted. They're actually properly animated. So when you get up close to them, you'll see them moving around.
Said, "Nobody to bother me, LOL."
Yeah, exactly. If you got some music playing in the background, some chill out music, and just sat here.
Wisposo said,
"There's a boat.
Pick up a rock and throw it over the edge."
I have to see if I can find one, because I think I've already thrown them all over. Is that one there? That might be one there. No, that's not one. Oh no, there's one there. Here we go.
Simone Wilson
on certain levels there are.
said,
there are rocks.
Meditation music midlife.
Yeah.
CIM. Said.
Bye-bye.
A YouTube player in this would have made it perfect. Use real VR fishing a lot for that.
Yeah. So I've lost track of the boat now. It's down there somewhere. There it is. I can just see it going through there. But the actual water's rippling as well. So there's a lot
Super Dexter Murphy
of hidden detail.
said.
And the birds flying around.
The stone waited there for millions of years for you grinning face with sweat.
Yeah. Or 9.5 months, depending on how long it took them to create the level. Let's go and see if we can find any more. It would be good if, one day you'll get haptics where you'll do that and you'll feel the grass against your fingers. But you can. I'll push that there. And I'm getting feedback from that. That's actually... Same with the floor. You can feel the floor. You'll see here, I'll push up against this. Oh, let's go here. So imagine, right, here's one for you. Imagine the team that did Climb working with Brink XR
said,
and making Climb
Black
free.
Hole Pool is great for YouTube and chill, co-op style.
Yeah. So imagine, a cross between Brink XR, who made this, and the team that made the Climb, and imagine that you could start down there and you could climb your way up to the top in these sort of visuals. There we go. We're talking about where the next, what this sort of use would be. But imagine just being able to go, I want to climb there, and you're transported to the bottom of there, and you can climb your way up. You make your own way up. That would be amazing to have another, VR climb. No, I can't go any further.
Wispozo said, that would be amazing. I do love the Climb too.
Oh, I love both
Howie Cats
both of them.
said,
I think they're
if we can think it will happen, I believe.
Yeah, if you can think it, they will make it.
Super Dexter Murphy said, much better than the Climb environments.
Yeah, I think it was a bit difficult with the Climb. I was a little bit disappointed with the cityscapes. I think I much prefer, the realistic levels of the first Climb and the ones in the second Climb. I think the detail of them went up another level. If they could imagine, say on PlayStation, PSVR 2, that they could do close to these sort of visuals that you get to climb, that would be pretty amazing. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with the city environment. Didn't quite like it. I felt like I was playing part of American.
I liked the cityscapes.
Did you? No. See, I
Simone Wilson.
I didn't like them. Oh, the boat's got round to there now. Look.
So not worth buying Climb then.
I like Climb, and I would say 60-70% of Climb 2. Oh no, my stream stopped. What's going on there? Let's try. It's not letting me. It's probably going, you've talked enough, mate. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it back. No. What's going on?
Super Dexter Murphy.
We're going back.
Said.
We're back.
The Climb is nice.
Yeah, I would.
But not €30 nice.
No.
Simone Wilson.
I liked the climb a lot
Said.
because it was original. The second
LOL,
one,
okay.
yeah, the first one was brilliant because it was original. The second one they used some of the locations from the first game, but sort of different routes. So you climbed some of the same rock faces, but different routes up it, and it was more detailed. And then obviously you went off into the city, and yeah, for me, I don't know, it just felt near. I was excited when they announced it. I was excited to be able to do the city environments.
Said.
But then I was
Wait for a sale.
Yeah,
but it is really something to climb in VR.
You'll get a sense of height again with this. You will get a sense of the scale and the height, and there are moments in the second one that made me jump.
Super Dexter Murphy.
Literally.
Said. I started with the second part.
Oh, did you?
I liked it, but not loved it.
No, I would say that was me as well. I liked it. I didn't love it. I loved the first one. So the boat's got right round to there now. So we've watched it, the animation of it come all the way round there. And I think
Simone Wilson said, "Okay, I will wait for the sale then."
Yeah, because what they actually did they did a sale where you could buy both of them together, and that was quite a good deal. I think when the second one first came out, they actually did a deal where you could buy both of them. So I'm sure they will do that again. So if you could buy both of them at a discount, then that was good value, I thought. So I think that is enough for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. Nice, relaxing, chilled out exploration of 12 different locations. So two more to come, and I will do a follow up on this to show you the new locations when they come out, and plan for many more. I love it, and yes,
Wisposo.
I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Howie Katz said, "Cheers, midlife."
Thank you.
Simone Wilson said, "Thanks, midlife."
You're welcome.
CIM
Thank you for joining me.
said, "Yeah, that was interesting. Thanks for the stream, midlife."
No, thank you.
Super Dexter Murphy said, "Sorry. My English is getting worse clinking beer mugs."
Cheers,
Simone
invisible
Wilson
glass hand.
said, "Take care, everyone."
Yeah, see you all soon. Running off the edge! Oh!
Simone Wilson said, "Bye-bye."
Bye.
Super Dexter Murphy said, "Good evening, everyone."
Cheers, bye-bye.